story time. We all know about the 1962 India-China War. One of the major reasons why we lost that war was Lieutenant General Brij Mohan Kaul. All of us have read the book The Himalayan Blunder by Brigadier John Dalby. Brigadier John Dalby remembers the whole war. He was taken prisoner of war. He remembers everything. Pages and pages have been written about the stupidity, the incompetency, and the utter lack of knowledge of Lieutenant General Brij Mohan Kaul. Like later it was said, सिंहों की सेना थी पर कमान हरिण के हाथ में थी. It was an army of lions, but unfortunately the command of the army was given to a deer. That's what it was said much later. So other than the fact that he was a close relative of the then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Lieutenant General Brij Mohan Kaul actually had no other credentials. He had never fought a war. He had never been to the front. He had never taken a bullet. He was not even from the combatant side. He was heading the army supplies department. And this man was suddenly made GOC and given command of the entire Northeast. And he just did not know how to lead the army. Nobody respected him. Nobody was fond of him. And pages and pages have been written about him. Like I said, his only qualification was that he was a close relative of Pandit Nehru. The enmity between General Timmaiah and Brij Mohan Kaul is very well recorded. They would never see eye to eye, and entire Indian army knew it. In fact, the rate at which this Brij Mohan Kaul was getting promoted, even President Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan had at some point objected. I mean, the man just went from cadet officer to second lieutenant to captain to major to lieutenant colonel to colonel to brigadier, just like that. Zoom, 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 zoom. The speed with which he was being given promotions, President Radhakrishnan had objected to it, saying singling up and picking up one defense officer and undeservingly promoting him so quickly does not augur well for the rest of the Indian army. So he was not liked by his peers. He was not liked by his fellow officers. Not many people respected him. And the only reason he became a lieutenant general so quickly was because he was a close relative of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So let me, most of you have read Himalayan Blunder. I want to read a story from this book, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, written by Brigadier Penteke and his wife Zenobia. Okay, Brigadier Penteke served under Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. This story is not from 1962. It is from just before 1962. It is from 1960-61. But it shows, how the Indian Army was functioning and why the Indian Army lost 1962. This story in this book is narrated by Lieutenant General S.K. Sinha himself. At the time, of course, Lieutenant General S.K. Sinha was still Major S.K. Sinha, but this story in this book is narrated by Major S.K. Sinha. So let me just read out some of the relevant parts of the story. It's very interesting. As Major, I was deputed as better. In 1960, I was appointed staff officer to Lieutenant General Brij Mohan Kaul, who at that time had also been made Quartermaster General. He was in charge of supplies and transport for the entire army. Because of his close relations to Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Defense Minister Krishna Menon, Kaul had become all powerful in the army. Both Menon and Kaul hated Sam Manekshaw for their own reasons. And Kaul not only hated Sam Manekshaw, Kaul also hated Chief of Army Staff General Timmaiah, as did Menon. As a staff officer, I served Lieutenant General Brijmohan Kaul loyally. One day, Brijmohan Kaul called me and told me that he was nominating me to attend the coveted Joint Services Staff College in the UK for a 1-year course. Now, that was a very prestigious course. Only one person was sent from the army every year. Even that one person was usually either a colonel or a brigadier. I was still a major, quite below in the rank. So I was very surprised to have been chosen to go to London for 1 year for this course. And I even asked, are you sure I'm still a major? Aren't usually colonels and brigadiers sent? But Lieutenant General Brijmohan Kaul said, no, you can go. I'm nominating you. But before going to London, you have to complete a 2-week course at Wellington. So I was sent to the DSSC, the Defence Services Staff College at Wellington, Tamil Nadu. At that time, Sam Manekshaw was the commandant at Wellington. I reported. Everybody at Wellington knew that I had been staff officer to Lieutenant General Brijmohan Kaul. In fact, many people at Wellington perceived me as Brijmohan Kaul's spy. Even Sam Manekshaw was very polite, but wouldn't actually open up. He always kept his words guarded and would think twice before answering any of my questions. One day, I got a call from Delhi. The caller said he was calling from the office of Lieutenant General Brijmohan Kaul. He asked me to meet another colonel. The said colonel, whom I do not wish to name, was at that time in a hotel in Coonoor. So from Wellington, I drove down to Coonoor to meet this colonel. The colonel identified himself and very clearly stated that he had been sent by Brijmohan Kaul and Pandit Nehru. And he said, we have to file a case against Sam Manekshaw for anti-national activities. It's like, what? He said, yes. I said, what anti-national activities is Sam Manekshaw indulging in? There was a painting of Robert Clive lying up in the attic. Sam Manekshaw got that painting cleaned and, it's now hanging on the wall of the defense officers' mess. Getting a painting cleaned and hanging it back up on the wall is not an anti-national activity. Even if the painting is that of Robert Clive, remember your enemies. It's the first step towards winning the next war. You have to remember your enemies. So, since cleaning a painting of, Robert Clive couldn't exactly be the grounds for a court of inquiry, Lieutenant General Brijmohan Kaul and his men came up with something even more bizarre. They said, no. On that day, over there in that lecture, Sam Manekshaw insulted Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He said during one of his lectures, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj could not even ride a horse properly. I was shocked. The colonel said, Major S.K. Sinha, you have to testify that Sam said this. I said, no way. Absolutely not. I'll continue next week.